kaikille ja täällä sitä ollaan taas kukkopoliisipelin parissa ja tässä katsellaan taas tätä Chicken Police. Morjesta vaan kaikille ruutujen ääreen. Sen, että täällä ollaan ja katsellaan taas, niin lähdetään jutustaan tätä. Tällä karhua nyt jutustellaan.
What can I say, boys?
No niin.
I have a big soft heart.
You sure do, Ursula.
Would you like a nice hot cup of tea?
No, thanks. We just came to say goodbye.
Why? You going somewhere?
No, we're just visiting a nice place in the city.
Sonny's gonna die.
Shut up, Marty.
So it's a case. Well, be careful, boys.
You don't need to say that, Ursula.
You're a good boy, Sonny. And Marty's a downright saint.
Oh, come on, Ursula. Stop that.
Sometimes I think about what a hot and popular gal Ursula used to be. Hey, Bubo.
Hello, old man.
Is he asleep?
But his eyes are open.
Bubo!
Hey, what is it?
You were something.
What the hell are you doing here, chickens?
Sonny wanted to say hi before he suffers an unpleasant death of lead poisoning later tonight.
Would you shut the clock up, Marty? You're not funny.
I am a little bit.
You're going to Wessler's, huh?
Bingo. We're gonna put an end to this madness.
Ooh. Or you're stirring up an even bigger madness, am I right?
Well, that's always a possibility.
Get yourself killed for all I care, but don't.
Hitsi, tuolla pöllöllä on hyvät lasit. Jumman kautta sillä on hyvät lasit tuolla
Well,
pöllöllä.
thanks for the support, old fart.
Don't mention it, yo.
Pöllöllä on hyvät lasit.
How's it going, Papa Bubo?
Very well, thank you.
Ah, I see. Sorry.
Thanks, son.
I remember how beautifully you played, Ursula.
Come on, Sonny. You're making me blush.
I want to know the details.
Ursula used to play the piano at a place called the Coconut Cauldron.
And she was a lovely little thing, too.
Yeah, you said it, Doc.
Oh, boys, enough.
It's almost impossible to think of you as a real doctor.
According to rumor, that is.
Believe it or not, I had a great future ahead of me.
Well, it probably never will be.
Ooh.
No niin, nyt me lähdetään täältä sitten menemään eteenpäin. Pöllö tuli ja sitten tuli Ursulan nallekarhu tuli. Nyt sitten lähdetään täältä sitten. No. Eiks tätä pääse nyt minnekään? No päästään me tänne.
I've also forgiven you.
I don't remember asking for it.
I'm not mad anymore.
Blow me, Sonny. You always have to...
Of course not. I've had enough stimulation.
Ja kun nyt pitää katsoa tänne laukkuun, mitä meillä laukussa on.
Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her.
Noi on katottu. Ei täällä nyt ollut laukussa mitään. Mihin pitää? Mennäänkö
When
tonne?
all of this is up.
Ei täällä on... Ei tän... No, eiks me nyt päästä muualle kuin näihin hikisiin paikkoihin? Mennään tonne sitten.
Well, if we have anything else to ask the old beaver,
Hey, don't steal my...
just learning from the best.
Let me give you some advice. Don't.
Oh, look what I found.
Furry gods. Another chicken police story.
And one of my favorites, too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, Sonny, you could read one day.
If it's about me and you, then I want none of it, thanks.
No niin. Katsotaan nyt mitä tässä pitäisi tehdä. Chicken Police jatkuu.
Does the name Albert mean anything to you?
I know multiple Alberts, Sonny. Which one do you mean?
Albert Wessler.
Albert Wessler.
I see you're in a funny mood, Sonny boy.
I'm not joking, Mullen, but I'm surprised there's something I know and you don't.
And who is this Albert, anyway? Ibn Wessler's hidden son, maybe?
Even better, my friend. His secret twin brother.
Oh, you've walked into trouble there.
I was hoping you could tell me something useful about it.
I can, Sonny boy. Avoid him. Avoid the whole Wessler family. Those who happen upon secrets that deep sink without a trace.
Well, I used to be a professional swimmer.
No, I didn't.
I lied. What do you know about that asylum? What's it called?
Since there's only one of those around Clawville, I know which one you mean, Sonny. It's an ancient mansion, easily around 100 years old.
Kuunnellaan mitä ne sanoi.
Well, what do you want to know about it anyway?
We actually just got out of there.
That explains everything.
Seriously, what do you know about it?
The place is self-sufficient in theory, but in reality, the Crown maintains it. No one knows the exact reason why, but according to gossip, they used to keep someone in there. Someone who was either part of the royal family or just very close to the fire. But who...
Well, they say we're legends too, and we're standing right in front of you. Am I...
What can I say then? This whole city is full of legends.
This Albert, he had to paint a picture of Natasha at his brother's request.
Let me guess. He fell in love with her.
Yeah, classic, huh? Then he killed his brother and took his place.
Yeah, well, that's a classic too. So, you're telling me who goes by Ibn Wessler is not really Ibn...
Exactly. He's Albert, a dangerous lunatic with multiple personality disorder.
Lads, I guess that Miss Marble's going to write another one of those novels about this.
You mean Meredith? Oh, that's just what we need.
Once you sold your soul, it's too late to cry about it, sonny boy.
That's what I keep telling him.
Do you know Dr. Quetzal?
Do you mean Professor Quetzalcoatlus? Yeah, now you're laughing.
You did what?
Do I not look the type to you?
No, well, I didn't mean that. I just didn't know you
I studied psychology, sonny. Only I forgot to graduate. That's when my father died.
So that's why you know the animals so well.
No, I know them well because I have a newspaper stand and I talk to hundreds of animals each day. And I listen to the everyday problems of almost all of them. There's no better lesson in animal studies.
You surprise me every time, old beaver. And what do you know about him?
You're afraid he screwed you? He looks like a terribly dishonest snake, but don't let your prejudices...
That's good to know, Uncle Mullen. Or rather, Professor Mullen.
Hey, don't get cocky with me, little chick.
What do you know about the Wessler Mansion, Uncle Mullen?
That if you're about to go there, bring a tank with you. Or
dangerous, you mean?
Dangerous? That's a fortress, so it has giant walls.
Nyt kuulustellaan tää ja katsotaan kohta lisää.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's a beautiful place, I must admit. At least you'll kick the bucket with mouths hanging open in wonder.
That's something.
Good attitude, my lad. Keep it.
And good and the pain. Hey, old man. Sun's not even up yet.
You know what's my secret, sonny boy?
What?
I never close.
That clever.
How can I help you, lads? I see you're gone.
Well, Sonny's going to die. I'm just...
So, you'll be off to the wet.
You're sharp, old beaver.
Well, me dear lads, I'm glad I got to know you.
Hey, don't you start too.
That I'm just kidding.
Okei. Venatkaas hetki. Nyt päästään jatkaan. Luikautin vaan videon lataukseen, niin päästään jatkaa. Mennään tonne kattooks täällä mitään.
Strange, but I have a terrible feeling of déjà vu. The phone's dead.
Phone. Phone on mykkä. Ei voi soittaa puhelimella mihinkään. Ei täällä ole mitään. Luikauksella pois. Luikauksella pois.
You know, Sonny, few places are as...
You have a point.
No niin, nyt luikautellaan tätä
Silence,
sitten.
the fog, the sunshine slowly devouring the sleep.
The smell.
Yeah, the Cobbler District has its own distinctive aroma.
Ah, it seems Zip is ready with...
That's waiting only for us, my friend.
Se soittajakin on lähtenyt meneen
It
tosta.
seems so peaceful now, huh? Like a sleeping big cat.
You mean Laura, don't you?
Yeah. I admit I miss her, but I'm also a little afraid to go home to her.
I'm not surprised, since she hasn't heard from you in days.
Yeah. Roachtown's stirring.
Thank the gods we're not going to be here when it's fully awake.
I think the buzzing of the hive has its own charm, you know?
Yeah, from afar, on a postcard maybe, but for...
Well, he's out.
They're often the same, Marty, and you should know.
Hei!
You know, Sonny. They told me I could stay in there for 48 hours if I wanted.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
Shit, I had enough. Fuck it. You understand? When you interrogated me, you opened my eyes. I don't give a shit about him, about Wessler and his henchmen. Let them come if they want. It's not gonna be easy for them. You can be sure of that.
That's the Zip we know and love.
Thanks, Marty. So,
One last coffee before the end.
you going to get him?
We don't have a choice, Zip. We're grabbing the rat by the tail. No screwing around.
Ah, I see Ibben's really got to you.
Just Sonny. I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
No niin, nyt se biisi löytyy. Tätä biisiä mä hainkin just. Tätä hyvää kappaletta hainkin just äsken. Hitsi kun ois semmonen oikein kunnon läskipasso ja sillä sitten rummuttais sitä. Ja sitten torvi siihen perään. Ja sitten pikkusen rummuilla tohon, tommosella surilla tohon vispilään surilla sillain. Ja taas basso tulee sieltä bum 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 ja bum 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 din din. Tämmöstä jatsia vedettäis vaan. Näin se vaan meni sillä hienosti. Ois kyllä hieno meininki.
I'm gonna try the food here one day.
Oh, you have to die of something, right?
No, it can't be that bad.
You have such a delicate way of putting things. You can be glad if he's not serving you one of your relatives.
You're right about that.
And what do you expect will happen when you get there?
They'll either let us in or
Luisetti
blow
heti aseen.
Well, I'm not sure you know what you're up against, boys, but it's your funeral. I'm just glad I got to know the legendary chicken police.
Hey, don't write us off.
I'm just getting ready for all possibilities, Marty. Hey, chicken coppers,
Yeah, Zip?
take care of your feathers for me, okay?
Will do, Zip.
Don't worry. I'll protect this smelly old bird.
Why don't you hire a cook, Zip? Or at least a dishwasher? I know just the guy. Strapping young lad, got quite a big mouth, but he's not that bad, though he does smell like chicken.
Don't you mean that Marty guy? I heard horrible things about him.
They say he names all his guns.
Well, he's a flop with chicks.
Hits first, asks later.
Yeah, a real chicken shit.
Hey, I'm right here.
We know, Marty. That's why it's fun.
Blow me, both of you.
Hey, Zip, listen here. This...
And?
Nothing. We didn't get it from this, did we?
Would that bother you?
Yeah.
So?
I had such a feeling. You said it, not me. Let's say hi to the old...
You mean a last goodbye, right?
All in all, thanks, Zip. You've been a great help.
Thank you too, boys. You really opened my eyes.
I'm not sure that's what we're suggesting. Ah, old Zip's finally come to his senses.
I think we may have got to him.
We get to everybody, Boss Bird.
Ei taas.
Nautica, Stavonia, or even the provinces. I don't even remember why I kept this article. If nothing else. Maybe I should look for her one day. Role models. If I remember correctly, I threw away the key while I was drunk. I've had enough stimulation for...
Mikäs se... Ei meillä oo sitä enää.
Molly.
Eiks meillä ookaan sitä enää? Ei. Mikä se oli? Kuus. Ei se toi ollu. Kuus. 995. Niinkö se oli? Ei kun nyt. Viis. Ei, meni 8. 5. 996. No ei ne vastaa kukaan sieltä nytte.
Got any good advice?
I always have some for you, lad.
That's very wise advice. Why haven't you told us before?
If you carry on like that, Marty...
You too.
At least
There's no...
furry...
No? Do you have any fresh information for us, Uncle?
Of course. Still crisp and warm, like a fresh newspaper. Ask away.
Do you have any...
Of course. Still crisp.
Yeah, I can already see us on the next front page.
Or maybe in the obituaries.
Ah, you cranky, croaking old crow.
Since when do you drive a wonder machine like that, old beaver?
No, that's not mine. My son left it to me for safekeeping while he's working.
The Cubs still visit home often.
They're good kids. They come to visit me several times a year, and if they're not here, I still have you boys.
You're fortunate indeed, Uncle.
Sure I am.
It's still not too late for us, you know?
Wouldn't it be great?
You could finally take me to Averia like you promised.
I never promised that, but yeah, it would be great.
So, we're gonna get ourselves shot to pieces already, or what?
Hell yeah.
Eiks täällä nyt oo mitään minne pääsis?
How is the old owl?
He's old and grumpy.
Wait a minute. Isn't he supposed to sleep now?
He is. I mean, Reginald's never truly asleep.
Even now?
Yes.
I gotta see that.
Can I give you a piece of advice, Martin?
Of course, Boobo.
Take care of the old rooster, okay?
That's all I ever do, Doc.
Take care of yourselves, boys.
Will do, Auntie Ursula.
Hey, don't be saucy, young man.
All this marvelous stuff, huh?
I wasn't asking for your opinion, you croaking crow.
Hey, oh, careful with the racist remarks, will...
Ah, Vice has...
Ah, clucking monkey.
What'd you say, Martin?
I said I'm clunky.
Nyt ollaan vähän pattitilanteessa. Pattitilanteessa, mitä pitäisi tehdä? Nyt ei oo mitään semmoista, mitä vois tehdä. Tuo ei oo mitään. Ei täällä oo mitään.
Nice.
Yeah.
Human, huh?
You're who?
I got a new partner when you left.
When Blood Boil fired me.
Sure, when you were fired. His name...
And where exactly is he?
I have no idea. We worked together for one day, then I told everyone I wasn't gonna work with anyone but you.
But you hated me.
Yeah. I was even a little afraid they'd call you back. But Blood Boil got it, so he let me work alone.
That feels strangely comforting. Natasha became even more mysterious with every detail we learned about her.
You fell for her hard, huh?
It's nothing like that, Marty. I only met her one time. It just makes me crazy if I can't solve something. And she's something I just can't solve.
Maybe you have to accept this one, Boss Bird.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Ei täällä oo oikein oo mitään, mitä vois kattoo. Kaikki paikat on katottu jo. Kaikki paikat on katottu.
they couldn't even manage to scrape it off.
Useless pincushions.
Always half-assed, Sonny. You drive me crazy.
Leave them be. Your record is perfect. You've been on the force for 15 years.
That's why I deserve a medal.
Get out. Wind down.
If you only knew how much I've thought about that. But I'm simply not good at anything else.
Also, to be a cop, Marty.
Ei oo mitään hyötyä. Se on nyt katottu.
I've also forgiven you.
I don't remember asking.
I'm not mad anymore.
Blow me, Sonny. You always have to have...
Of course not. It's like we're the only ones awake in the whole... If only Monica would take the job. Huh. Maybe I am really When all of this is over, I'm gonna clean up the place.
Nyt kaikki paikat on tutkittu.
Strange. If they weren't here anymore, I'd miss them.
One more coffee, boys?
Thanks, Zip. Maybe next time.
If there is a next time.
Did you know that Caston Mavis is gonna play here next week?
What? You hear that, Sonny? It's a sign. We can't die tonight.
I was just joking, Mud.
Oh.
You hear that, Marty? It's a sign. We can still die tonight.
Does it still work?
Who knows? Maybe Zip's keeping it for decoration.
I can easily imagine. Hello, Big Boss.
Hail to thee, O father of all syrups.
Nyt ollaan niin pattitilanteessa, että olla ja osaa. Jotain tässä pitäisi tehdä, mutta nyt mä en käsitä. Hitto soikoo. Tuomolla on käyty, siellä ei ollut mitään.
Can I give you a piece of advice, Martin?
Of course.
Take care of the...
That's all.
Take care of yourselves, boy.
Will do on Tierra Salo.
Hey, don't be saucy, young man.
Miksi se tänne haluaa tulla? Ei täällä ole mitään. Mä en ymmärrä, miksi se tänne haluaa tulla pällistelemään, mutta kun täällä ei ole yhtään mitään. Ei oo kerta kaikkiaan mitään.
Strange, but
Täällä on pällistelty jo.
You're still mad at Meredith, aren't you?
that woman screwed us over. She was supposed to write true stories based on our real notes.
Yeah, maybe she didn't want her readers dying of boredom. Anyway, The Fly in the Soup, The Bloody New Year's Eve, and The Seventh Rule of Predation are all based on reality.
Yeah? And the other 7?
Nothing's ever good enough for you, huh, old fart?
Voi hitto, kun ollaan pattitilanteessa.
I have a feeling if a nuclear bomb fell on the city...
Yeah, and Mullen would be there too.
Oh, that's quite romantic, Sonny, huh?
Extremes are always romantic, Marty, my...
At least
There's no such
furry.
No. Do you have any fresh information for...
Of course. Still crisp and warm, like a fresh newspaper. Ask her.
Hope Marty's gonna be right.
Oi morjes, nyt ollaan niin pattitilanteessa kulla ja osa. Joku johtolanka nyt puuttuu. Mistä me saadaan joku johtolanka? Oi morjes, joku hyvä johtolanka jostain. Te on mitään johtolankaa, mitä pitäisi tehdä. Tuolla on käyty. Tuolla on käyty. Tuolla on käyty. Muuta tässä ei oo, missä vois käydä. Oi morjes, mihin tässä nyt pitäis mennä. Nyt on niin hukassa, että ei mitään rajaa. Täälläkään ei oo mitään.
One more coffee, boys?
Thanks. He just stands there.
Oi morjes, vaan kyselee, otattiinko kahvia?
So, that Marty guy. Yeah, I'd rather pass on him.
Aha, very funny.
Nyt ollaan niin pattitilanteessa, että ei mitään rajaa.
Last time we were here, it didn't take much, right?
Yeah, and it was a fish who nearly got us.
Minne tässä nyt pitäis mennä? Hitto kun ei vaan pääse mihinkään. Kaikki on lukittu niin, että lähtee. Ei täällä missään
It's
ole mitään.
not too...
Oi morjes.
Seems like the kiosk...
Tuliko tähän nyt stoppi tähän peliin nyt sitten, että tästä ei edempää ei pääse vielä nyt. Oi morjes. Tonne pääsee. Tonne pääsee. Omaan hotellihuoneeseen. Tonne, mut tuolla ei oo mitään. Onks täälläkään missään mitään?
I've also forgiven you.
I don't remember.
I'm not mad any...
Blow me, Sonny.
Of course not.
I'm pretty, am I?
I simply can't take my eye...
Good.
It's like we're the only ones awake in the...
Eiks mulla mitään numeroa? Ei tänne. Onks tossa joku numero? 555 321. Onko se 555 321? 5. 5. 5. 5. No ei ollut. Ei kun... 5. 5. 5, 5, 5. 1, 3, 2. Ei vastaa, ei vastaa, ei.
Huh. Maybe I am.
Oi morjes. Tonnakaan ei voi mitään, tuo ei oo mitään. Nyt me ollaan niin pattitilanteessa, että ei mitään rajaa.
Oh man, I totally get you.
Ei voi edes tupakoidakaan.
One more coffee, boys?
Thanks.
Oi morjes. Mikä se näistä nyt on? Oi morjes.
When all of this is over, I'm gonna clean up the place. Really.
Joo, siivoon paikan. Kun tää homma on ohi, niin siivotaan paikat.
Or maybe going home. It's like we're the only one. Strange. If they weren't here anymore, I'd miss them. If only Monica would take the job.
Joo. Nyt on niin pattitilanne. Oi morjes.
A closet that's closed forever, like an old movie theater. If nothing else, I'm still keeping this picture. All the tastes of the sun. Maybe I should look for her one day, at least for my daughter's sake. Role models exist so that when we're finally mature enough, we can bring them down. I don't even remember why I kept this article. I've had enough stimulation for today. I've had enough. A closet that's closed forever. It's like we're the only ones awake.
Oi. No niin. Hyvä.
Well, good luck, guys.
Thanks, Lewis. We could use some luck. That. It's like we're the. Do you remember that case with the goat?
Which one?
When that demented wolf devoured the kids of a young goat mother, and in...
Do I remember? I'll never forget it. Hell, that was a slaughterhouse.
This was that shop. The goat mother was running it. They found the dead wolf in here.
This? This one exactly?
Yeah, before it was closed down. When there was still some life here. Not even that now. Just the void.
Yeah. Spooky place, that's for sure.
Still, I love to live here.
Sonny, you're creepy.
I never thought I'd ever look at this place and think of it as home.
Life's weird, isn't it? I didn't think that after what I did to you, we'd work together again.
You mean when you shot me?
You know I had my reasons, Sonny.
Yeah. Have I ever, apologized?
I don't think so.
Then let's leave it that way.
Hey, I apologize for shooting you, Boss Bird.
That's okay, Marty. It happens even to the best of friends.
I'll remember what you've just said, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah? Well, don't try to take advantage of it.
Who, me? What do you think of me? Lewis became kind of part of the team in the end, didn't he?
You mean Leopold?
God damn it. Did I mess that up again?
No, I'm just joking. You said it right this.
Huh. Well.
Thanks, Lewis.
Toivottelee vaan jotain muuta. Mitään tässä.
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for... Ah, Her Majesty Bertha the...
My drumstick still hurts every time I see her.
Be glad you're alive, Bertha. If we survive this, can we crack this open?
I'd rather keep it for a really special occasion.
You're saying I'm not special enough?
I was joking. If we survive this, we'll drink it to the last drop.
Now you're talking. You think you'll need your fake badge?
I never needed a badge, Mott.
What a punchline.
It's more like a kind of good luck charm.
And?
No, Marty, not really.
It's a little outdated, but I understand why you're so attached to it.
It can pierce the skin of a rhino, Marty, and the rust brings back memories.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm one of your bad habits.
Rest assured, Marty, you...
If our theory's correct, this photo will hurt more than a bullet.
That's the plan.
Do you think that'll be enough?
Enough evidence. Not in the slightest.
And with big guns.
Exactly.
I like this new Sonny.
There is no new Sonny. Just the old ones had enough.
This fog's almost impenetrable.
Strange, but somehow this time I feel it's a good omen.
Really? How come?
I don't know. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, you're not getting ready to die, are you, old man?
Why, haven't I told you yet?
You're not funny.
Voi morjes. Tää hittoa nyt pitäis tehdä.
Can I give you a...
The old owl looks a bit...
Us too. I'm not sure I dare look at him.
Don't do it, Marty.
Memories, huh?
I remember every day.
Next time, tell your partner not to shoot you with a shotgun.
Well, that's very good advice, Bubo. Sometimes I think about what a hot and popular gal Ursula used to be.
How are your secret experiments coming on, Doc?
That's why they call them secret.
I see.
Voi morjes. Voi morjesta nyt pöytään, kun tässä ei tiedä yhtään. Kun tässä ei pääse yhtään minnekään. Onks mulla mitään numeroa, mihin mä... Ei juman kautsi. Nyt ei oo mitään hajua, ei mitään johtolankaa. Mitä vois tehdä? Oi, kun ei oo mitään johtolankaa. Ei tässä oikein oo mitään, mitä nyt vois... Mitä vois tehdä? Rupesko tää peli nyt sekoi? Ei tää kai ruvennut sekoileen tää peli. Oi morjes.
Do you have any fresh information for...
Of course. Still crisp and warm, like a...
Mulla on kysytty noi kaikki joo.
At least there are...
There's no... Hope Marty's gonna be right. Will we buy a newspaper? Maybe once I'm retired, I'll read one of those chicken police novels.
Chicken police novels. Lukittu. Tuolla on lukittu. Oi morjes tätä nyt tätä hommaa. Mikä tässä nyt jumittaa tässä kohdassa? Mikä tässä kohdassa jumittaa? Mikä hitto tässä nyt jumittaa?
If only Monica. Strange. It's like we're the only ones awake in the whole... Huh. Maybe I am really Meredith H. Huh. Maybe I've had enough If only Monica.
Oi morjes. En tiedä mikä tässä nyt jumittaa. Mikähän tässä on, kun ei pääse eteenpäin? Mikähän hitto tässä on, kun ei pääse eteenpäin?
He just stands there.
One more coffee, boys?
Thanks, Zip.
If there is a next time.
Hitto, kun se vaan kysyy, että kuka häviää. No ehkä se joku next time, seuraavalla kerralla. Eikä päästä eteenpäin.
Take care, you...
Will
Sometimes I think of... No matter how grumpy he...
Ui, morjes, kun ei tästä vaan etene mihinkään. Mitä johtolankaa ei oo, kaikki on katottu nää.
Seems like the key... It's still not too late.
Toi on luettu,
Will we buy and...
toi on katottu,
Maybe once I'm...
toi on luettu,
Hope Marty's gonna be right. Hope
toi
Marty...
oli luettu,
Will we buy and...
se on luettu.
I must be crazy, but I love this city.
she almost finished us in the last 2 days, but in the end, we came out on top, right?
I didn't know you spoke French, Marty.
Se on luettu,
Once this...
luettu,
Maybe tonight...
luettu,
Don't look into its light, Sonny.
luettu.
It's a pleasant surprise, that's for sure.
Se on luettu.
Eat garbage? Yeah, that's more Marty's kind of thing.
Luettu.
For a second, I believed he was actually gonna play here.
At the Hot Dog, near Roachtown? Really?
For a second, I believed...
Se on katottu.
We didn't get it from this, did we?
Would that bother you?
Yeah.
Se on katottu.
I had such a feeling.
Luettu.
You said it, not me.
Jukeboksi on katottu.
So, that Marty guy. Yeah, I'd rather pass on him. When I...
Aha, very funny.
Se on katottu. Täällä ei oo mitään. Tää on luettu ja katottu. Ei oo mitään.
Hope I'll never have to set...
Joo, se on katottu. Nyt lähdetään menee.
I'm pretty...
I simply can't...
good.
I've also forgiven you.
I don't remember asking for...
I'm not mad anymore.
Blow me some...
Of course not.
Se on katottu.
Well,
Thanks, Lewis.
you know, if it weren't...
We can't deny that, even if we want.
Se on katottu.
Relax, soldier.
Huh? Well, why do you say that?
You were staring at that building so hard.
Are you shitting me?
Not at all.
I have feelings too, you know.
I never said otherwise.
Farewell. Farewell, my lovely.
Se on katottu.
The city seems almost clean this time.
Good gods. You're really getting ready to die, aren't you?
I'm just messing with you, Marty. Relax.
Yeah, thanks. Fair. Into the unknown, right?
Like you say, partner.
Into the unknown.
Like you say,
If our theory's correct...
That's the plan.
If our theory...
Oi, morjes.
That word.
Täälläkään ei ole mitään, mitä voisi katsella. Tää puhelin on rikki. Puhelin ei toimi.
Nice.
Yeah, it really... So Marty has a partner, so what? Who are you? Who are you really? I'm not gonna set foot in there. I'd have to arrest the old owl. One more thing, Paps.
Yes, my boy.
Are you done?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Good evening, Papa Bubo. It's better not to...
Next time, I'll play something for you.
I hope there's gonna be a next time.
Said the dead man.
They didn't have any landscape.
Oh, leave me alone, Sonny.
Jättäkää hänet rauhaan.
The treasury of the mad witch doctor.
Se haluaa, että hänet jätetään rauhaan. Niin pitää lähteä meneen sieltä, kun ei sitä pysty häiritteen. Voi Mari, ei! Kun ei tiedä yhtään, mitä pitää tehdä. Nyt mä oon niin pattitilanteessa, että ei oo mitään rajaa. Nyt on niin pattitilanne, että mitä pitäisi tehdä. Yhtään en tiedä.
I'm never gonna leave this.
Mitä pitäisi tehdä? Kaikki on nyt katottu. Moneen kertaan nämä kaikki on katottu.
Well.
Thanks, Louis.
Toikin toivottaa vaan, että hyvää matkaa vaan pojat vaan, mutta kun ei mitään kysele. Ei mitään kysele. Ei voi kysellä mitään. Mitähän tässä nyt, mikä tää juttu nyt on, kun tää on tämmönen? Oi morjes, kun tietäis. Joku tässä nyt mättää.
Seems like the kiosk is still a good business. It's still not too late, Sonny. Get your fat old chicken ass in a car and get the hell out of here. Will we buy a newspaper here tomorrow?
Huomenna voi ostaa lehden,
Marty,
mutta
you're
ei
gonna be
nytten.
right.
Kaikki on kysytty.
At least there are some safe places.
There's no such thing as a...
Furry gods, son.
No? Do you have any fresh information for...
Of course. Still crisp and warm, like a fresh...
Ei oo mitään tietoa hänelläkään. Voi morjes, nyt mä en vaan käsitä. Onks tää peli nyt mennyt ihan solo move vai mikä tässä on? Joku tässä nyt on, kun mä en löydä sitä. Et mikä juttu tässä on, kun ei se löydy millään? Joku hämärä juttu tässä on, mistä mä en nyt tiedä mitään. Ei, missä? Va? What?
Farewell, my lovely.
Into the unknown, right?
Like you say, partner.
Eesh, just looking at the wind.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. The shop used to be open for a while, even after the incident. One of the goat's relatives was running it until someone from the dead wolf's family tried to burn it down.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I just realized, Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time.
That he's been acting strange recently?
Exactly. Like he's not himself, and
It was almost hitting us in the face, huh?
don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure...
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us, in fact.
Yeah, right. Do you think the asylum was in on it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to
No
that
niin, nyt
ship.
kuulustellaan
He
ja
seemed
katsotaan.
like a patient to me.
Yeah. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he doesn't become a monster.
Are you still talking about the doctor?
Good question.
So, what's the plan? We shoved a letter in our theory in his face.
Something like that, Marty. I think our presence will be enough for the truth to come out.
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice.
Do you think it's a love triangle?
Good question, Marty. But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way, huh?
Maybe. Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it.
So, what do you think, now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But we'll find that out pretty...
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her.
Really? You don't say.
You mean me, right?
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe.
Okay, so when you feel we can leave...
Thanks, partner. I'll do that.
Tähän me nyt sitten. Mikähän tää on? Ei muuta kuin menoksiin, sano Andy menoksiin.
The
Nyt
sun
kukot
was
lähtee,
shining,
kiitos
and all
viestistä.
the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together.
Nyt
A
lähtee.
revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place.
Kukot
I knew
lähtee.
it was nearly over. Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain? Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
Nyt kukot ajelee.
Here I am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
No niin. Täältä tullaan,
Furry
täältä tullaan.
gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us, and Natasha too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really? Quite the steed, isn't it?
Seems nowadays organized crime pays well in Clawville.
Are you surprised? The chicken police retired.
No niin, jätetään tähän nyt hetkeksi. Nyt jatkuu.
Well, they say the team's back together again.
Nah, that's impossible.
Oh yeah, it's true.
What the hell is it? Water tower?
I think it's a monument to an enormous ego, Marty.
Well, anyone who builds a tower this big must be trying to compensate for something.
Or he just has too much dough.
Hey, not so fast, chickens. Please excuse my partner. We didn't mean to be rude, it's just his terrible habits, as you may already know.
No niin, täältä tullaan.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them?
Oh yeah, now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
We'd love to have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so horny.
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Isn't that right, Gabriel?
Get the hell out of our sight while there are still feathers on your skin, chickens.
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore.
Do you sense that?
I do sense some...
And utter
You're right.
Don't shit with me, you foul! It won't work well for you.
I'm afraid my partner speaks the truth, gentlemen.
Such tall and handsome creatures.
Sure are, partner.
Look who's...
What a surprise. Our biggest fans.
What do you think? Should we give them our autographs?
Do you sense that, Sonny? And utter incompetence.
You're right.
Don't shit with me, you foul!
I'm afraid my partner speaks the truth, gentlemen.
Such tall and handsome creatures.
Sure are, partner.
This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Let's get the big guns out and kick the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay.
Yeah, just don't let it be us. Ah, what a pleasant surprise.
Get lost.
What did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now, if you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry.
Martin!
Huh?
Don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger and...
Do you mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Katsenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
What do they not understand, Olivia? So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
Thank you, Miss Katsenko.
Please, Sonny. I thought we've already discussed this. Call me Natasha.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
Martin?
It's all right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends.
Yes, Miss Katsenko.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see Olivia here.
She's real close to Wessler.
Much more than me.
That wouldn't be hard. You know, I had a dream before we came here.
And? What does that tell you?
I don't know, Marty. I admit it. I haven't been this on edge for a long time.
I'm just angry.
Your sense of justice kicking in?
More like my sense of don't fuck with the chicken.
I tried to warn you.
Thanks?
The truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our cones
No niin,
intact.
nyt päästään
You know who
vauhtiin.
left the threat?
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
even know where you used to work.
Wild gods.
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was...
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah,
Cold, stiff Deborah.
please don't say that.
A price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me, what is going on?
You have to know, right?
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
Is that so? Our night was also...
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentleman that you were exhausted, my dear.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police.
Then this way, please.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death.
Yes, dear. Whatever you like.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler.
Goodbye.
No niin, Wessler.
This painting.
It's beautiful, and rather...
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
You're right, Sonny.
Well, yeah, this painting's unfortunately damaged. I don't know where the missing piece could be.
You don't know? Well, if you're interested, we know exactly where it is.
Really?
Really? It's
An insignificant little piece, isn't it?
more like a rat scratch.
A.W.
That's...
Albert Wessler. He's a great painter. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Enough. Out with it already. What are you trying to...
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that in a bit. It's unbelievable how much trouble...
Yeah, I don't know what you mean, Detective.
I'll make it clear for you soon enough.
Even my patience has its limits, you know.
It's a piece of a painting, judging by how well it's with... Impressive bad.
Sure is better than a cell.
That's right,
I'm not sure I understand, General.
We'll see about that. Do you keep a revolver in your bedroom?
Yeah, a bad habit.
I agree.
Yeah, would you like a drink?
Really? Tempting, but I need to keep a clear head, Mr. Wessler.
Yeah, I've heard you don't...
And I've heard you don't despise murder, Wessler. By the way, you've heard right.
Yeah, I see you're in a poetic mood as well.
More like prophet.
And that's not a good sign.
Yeah. Are you trying to intimidate me?
No, that's not how we do business.
I really hope so.
This estate is rather impressive, Mr. Wessler.
Well, thank you.
I suppose it took years and years of cumbersome work to build it.
Yeah. As you say, Mr. Featherland, I'm rather proud of it.
You should be. Whoever built this place has a reason to be proud of himself.
Are you trying to say something?
No, just thinking aloud. Interesting. Now that I know who he really is, he doesn't even resemble Ibn.
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few...
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city.
None taken. But tell me, are we going to flatter each other for a long time, or...
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times in the last 48 hours.
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right. I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we start?
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler. I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did...
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler, what Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
Näin vai?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were, if you're interested.
You son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Yes, detective?
Not yet.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth it.
You're funny, you know that?
About the painting.
Yeah. My brother Albert made it. He's a great talent.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not a crime in itself. This picture, it's rather strange.
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her.
Who do you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No. I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there.
And do you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that?
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you?
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly. And quickly.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha.
More like a confession.
In which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad. Insane. He's not normal.
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you?
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
What? What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why. But she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about hate, huh?
Noniin, nyt ruvetaan kuulustelemaan. Oi, se otti aseen esille.
Albert is an imposter.
Meinas, että aseen esille ampua sitten.
And might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first, to soften him up, and to avoid us being shot in the gizzard, of course. What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Nothing.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino.
No
I also
niin.
knew animals see what they want to see.
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious, from the moment I laid eyes on Natasha for the first time. But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother.
Are you insane? Yeah, Abel would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you?
Comfortable. Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me? I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Cry me a river.
Yeah, you know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately.
Katsotaan kumpi on
You can
kuka on
analyze
kuka.
me until the sun goes down, Wessler.
Yeah, evasive answer. So
You wanted to wrap everyone around your dirty little fingers, didn't you?
I couldn't involve anyone. You have to understand. No one besides myself, of course.
So, you included yourself in the plan. And did you agree with you?
Do you think it's funny, Santino? The position I'm in.
You wanted to rule over something, didn't you? Especially over Natasha.
I wanted to rule my fate. My actions, my will, myself. And yeah, then over everyone else who ever did me wrong, or who I once loved.
Such selflessness.
Selflessness? Yeah, don't make fun of yourself, Sonny. Selflessness is the refuge of the weak and
Nyt
cowardly.
katsotaan.
No, Mr. Wessler, but it's not about me.
You see? You two are just hypocrites, pathetic statues. But under your stone skins, yeah, you're nothing but rotting corpses.
Have you ever thought that maybe you should have become a psychologist?
Yeah, you won't be laughing for long, Santino. I guarantee it.
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately?
That's an interesting question, you see, but the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to understand, I loved my brother.
Weird way of showing your love, Albert.
You can't understand that. He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
She took your brother's place pretty quickly, didn't she? There's not much room in your heart, as
Yeah, you're understanding the situation, Detective, but you know, very well it's not that simple. Ibn was my brother. I loved him despite all of his flaws and foul, petty lies. That's why I couldn't kill him.
Not immediately, you mean?
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough. Yeah, I must admit I've underestimated him.
And poking out his eye?
Oh, that was just an accident, Mr. Featherland.
Just an accident? You're a dirty, clucking son of a vermin, Albert.
Please, don't be vulgar, Sonny. It's too dangerous in your current situation, and doesn't even suit you.
Did you enjoy tearing out your own brother's tongue?
Yeah, you think you know everything, don't you? You know nothing. It was the sacrifice of a lifetime.
On the contrary, it's a cowardly act. Is that why you hate yourself so much, Albert?
Don't call me that, you hear?
I can't help it, that's your name.
Albert Whistler's dead, Mr. Featherland.
What would you have done if Natasha found out? Kill her, too?
You know what? Maybe yeah. Maybe I would have ended myself, too.
Narcissistic pricks like you never commit suicide, Albert.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to insult someone who's pointing a revolver at your stomach, Detective?
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is. What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about...
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they
Katsotaan nyt
want to
tuleeko
see.
tähtiä vai eikö tule tähtiä.
I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
You wanted to wrap everyone around your dirty little fingers.
I couldn't involve anyone. You have to understand. No one besides myself, of course.
So, you included yourself in the plan. And did you agree with you?
Do you think it's funny, Santino? The position I'm in? Do you think I did it for power?
You wanted to rule over something, didn't you? Especially over Natasha.
I wanted to rule my fate. My actions, my will, myself. And yeah, and over everyone else who ever did me wrong, or who I once loved.
Such selflessness.
Selflessness? Yeah, don't make fun of yourself, Sonny. Selflessness is the refuge of the weak and cowardly. Yeah, tell me, did you act out of selflessness when you decided to involve your partner in all this?
No, Mr. Wessler, but it's not about me.
You see? You two are just hypocrites, pathetic statues. But under your stone skids, yeah, you're nothing but rotting corpses.
Have you ever thought that maybe you should have become a psychologist?
Yeah, you won't be laughing for long, Santino. I guarantee it.
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn?
That's an interesting question, you see, but the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to
Katsotaan, mitä tässä tapahtuu.
Weird way of showing your love, Albert.
You can't understand that. He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
She took your brother's place pretty...
Yeah, you're understanding the situation.
Not immediately.
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue.
And poking out his eye.
Oh.
Just an accident. You're a dirty...
Please.
Does it make you happy to control others, Albert?
I was never the type. Not until I become one with my brother. He was different. He lived for this. He wanted to rule everything he set his gaze upon.
Haven't you done the same with Natasha?
I did, Detective. Yeah, exactly the same. And that's when I started to become one with my brother.
Do you mean before brutally mutilating and killing him?
Yeah. Long before that, Detective.
What made you think you could deceive Natasha?
Because Natasha loved Ibn, in her own unique way. Yeah, and if there's anything that can blind an animal, it's love and hate. Everything revolves around these two things, Mr. Featherland.
Is everything black and white to you?
No. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Everything's gray in this world. Only two things have color.
Love and hate?
I see you understand now, Sonny. Yeah, we're not that different, you and I.
Albert, you're everything I'm not. And I'm everything you're not, believe me.
Yeah, if that makes it easier for you, Detective.
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect, even in its imperfection.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died,
katsotaan
he
miten
just
käy.
took his place, but also his role. He himself, his essence, if you will.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him. When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. it implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
You're just a cheap copy. You know that, right?
You're just making your position worse by insulting me, Detective.
I wasn't insulting you. I was saying out loud what we all know that...
Don't force my hand to pull the trigger ahead of time. There are many, many things you'd still like to know, wouldn't you?
Why don't we get it over with, Wessler? Pull the trigger and let's finish this pathetic charade.
You think I don't dare do it?
If you loved Natasha so much, how could you lie to her all along?
We lie the most to those we truly love, Santino. Isn't that right?
It shouldn't be that way.
You mean your wife, don't you? See? That's how it goes. We lie because we don't want to cause even more hurt.
What you did, Wessler, is nothing like Molly or me. What you did was out of simple selfishness and cowardice.
Watch what you're spitting out that dirty beak of yours, Santino.
I'm not afraid of you, Wessler. You'd better get that into your small little rat brain.
Classic mistake, Mr. Featherland.
I'm very close to breaking him. But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. If you still had a spine, you'd put that gun to your own head.
Yeah, you think I wouldn't dare do it? That I don't want to do it? Every damn morning?
I don't see it that way, Albert. You're afraid of everything. Even yourself, yes. But mostly of Natasha, of life, of the lie you've built. And yes, even me.
Maybe so. Maybe I am afraid of you because you could easily ruin what I've built at the cost of lives with your ridiculous charade and your bumbling idiocy.
So, why don't you pull the trigger and put an end to it, Albert? Are you afraid to?
You've been a dead rooster for a long time, Santino. You just haven't realized yet that the bullet's already in your stomach and your blood's already gone cold on the floor.
So dramatic. Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of
Katsotaan
two
miten tässä käy.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time.
Mutta tuleeko tähtiä vai eikö tuu tähtiä? Vai meneekö tää ihan miten sattuu?
More blind, more devoted, more extreme and more true than love. It could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight.
Katsotaan
But
nyt.
you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable. Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, Albert.
Yksi tähti tuli vain. Yksi tähti tuli vain. Meni aika huonosti. Tuli yksi tähti vain. Ei saatu enempää. Nyt katsotaan mitä tässä käy. Ei kai se nyt ammu. What? What? Kissa tuli, ampui sen. Kissa sen sitten ampuikin.
So, you heard everything.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know.
Nonni, se tuli ja ampui sen. Se kuuli kaiken.
Before firing.
About who to target?
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it.
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process. For it.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly...
The cops. But how?
I have no idea, Marty.
Do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her. Hello, boss.
Hello, boys.
Before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
Monica?
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, mine too.
Of all that's furry, we don't want to hear that. And
yes, boss.
Don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right.
What Monty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed.
So, can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
Yes!
Ah, look what garbage the wind...
Good gods, is this guy everywhere?
Our faithful
I swear I'm gonna hang him someday. How the hell did you find your way here, Tim?
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind...
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Fuck off, Tim.
Hey! Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler Empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim, and you...
Just one quote, guys. They say you've...
What will happen to her now?
I don't know, Marty. I have no idea. Damn.
What? Are you waiting for me to change my...
no, sir.
Then stop pecking around.
Yes, sir.
Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those furheads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her.
It was for us too, believe. So, what now?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know, if you need anything...
Yes, I know where to find you.
See you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am.
Goodbye, detectives.
Nyt katsotaan mitä täällä on. Mitäs muuta täällä on? Toi. Eikö toi etsivä koira oli täällä. Ja sit on tää. Toikin on täällä vielä. Ei me voida lähteä täältä vielä mihinkään.
Just one quote.
I say you're full.
Is this a mansion?
Or a small city.
Well, if it comes to hide and seek, Old Westler will have an advantage.
A serious advantage. How did you know we were here?
I always pay attention, Sonny. And
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
don't get used to it, Marty.
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
No, sir. Never, sir.
Then get the fuck out of here.
Do you think she was part of it?
I don't think so, Marty. She seemed entirely honest.
You may be right. Hey, Olivia.
Marty,
I just, wanted to thank you
for what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage.
Look at that. The mongrel caught himself some big...
Now he can wag his tail.
Yuck. Please tell me there's gonna be a glorious shootout.
If we're lucky, Marty. If we're lucky. You're a good boy, Bosco.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story?
Cluck you sideways, Bosco. Gentlemen?
Gentlemen?
We're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this, rather nasty situation.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Yeah, or something like that.
Amazing.
Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
I wish I could, Sonny.
If there's anything...
Thank you, Martin. There's no need.
Me ei pyydä vieläkään kartalta lähtee minnekään. Katsotaas nyt. Hei!
What are you doing?
I was just driving around.
Trying to feed your grandpa? So, was it a case?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
You and your promises.
Se ei voi kertoa, kuka hänet palkkasi noita
You're a
seuraa.
real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course.
I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
What about him?
I don't know, but it's suspicious.
You think someone hired him?
Could be.
Huh. One of Wessler's ancestors, maybe.
Wessler's ancestors were poor cobblers. More likely, this represents what he thinks of himself.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with...
Ibn was planning to leave the underworld.
When his twin brother tore out his tongue
Yeah.
So, here they are, ladies and
No
gentlemen.
niin, nyt
The
ottaa
Chicken
valokuvia.
Police in the flesh.
Damn it, Tim. Drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
Te ansaitsette tämän. Yes, sir.
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Seiskaa suorassa ja... Noniin.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Attention, Chicken Police. Say cheese.
Juusto! Chicken cheese, juusto! Chicken poliisit pääsi kuvaan. Olisiko tää nyt tässä sitten? Chicken Police on palattu jälleen. Se oli siinä! Hei, Chicken Police! Peli on läpi. Hei hei kaikille ja Chicken Police oli palattu läpi. Kiitos pelin lahjoittaneille. Huikeesta Chicken Police! Ja mutta kun seuraaviin peleihin taas jälleen kerran. Näihin kuviin ja näihin tunnelmiin.